Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has the ball first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl clip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Fires complete on the crosser. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll give it to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Got it set up on the outside. On his feet at the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yardage.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This one's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Brown. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Gives it on the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense in a bunch formation. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Callow. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Dampier. They're setting up the screen. Across the 45. Wide open spaces. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And on defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs. He's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job of that young man.
The Seminoles getting past the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snags it quickly on the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Odom. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got a man. It's Odom. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. They'll run it from the gun. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep. That's a bad break for the offense early.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. Oh, a lot of space. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pulls it in. That one to really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there?
And the big boys up front doing.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Grab behind the line. It's Odom. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block, and they tackled that receiver on the screen.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Trying to set up the screen. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Noles decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Bradley. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run.
It's a seam wide open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw again. Hit as he throws. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Power football with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Dampier. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw at Simmons. Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They'll immediately call timeout. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they They start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Gonna sling it on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Dampier. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Tagged out of the air. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Caught in the backfield. It's Ray. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Back to the ground game on the left. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Makes the quick grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Got it in the middle. It's Pittman. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lucas. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Trying to barrel in. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You keep this drive alive.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knocked him down at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Makes the catch. It's a running room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. The 40. The 20. Inside. Touchdown. Oh. And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick six, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bradley. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Paul, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Lacey.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of...
Fires one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. To the air. It's Dampier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard him.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Rebels want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Caught behind the line. It's Bradley. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bradley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Rebels send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. They've got the screen set up. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
On the run, it's Lucas. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Pittman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. And now they take the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. The throw. A strike downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Makes the grab. It's Odom. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Odom. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They're They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And this to lock things up late. Absolutely perfect. David, Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up.
The pressure doesn't get much bigger than that right there. Clock ticking down, all the pressure on you. You miss, you lose. He comes through in a big moment, and we've got bonus football, boys. Give me some overtime.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Going deep. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Bringing it back. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead. Comes our first play of overtime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Noles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's McLaughlin. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Looks as if he's going to run it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on second and goal. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Florida State. They strike first in overtime.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Got it! Touchdown, Rebels! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
And what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy, too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. out of the gun, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Odom. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
You're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Foster. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ray. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Foster. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Buys a little extra time. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're looking at a 3rd and 4 with their first possession here in overtime. He's got him still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Touchdown Seminoles! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it for you.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.